Hey everyone, it's Mark. This is a quick demonstration video for a Teac X-700R. This is a 7-inch bi-directional record and play reel-to-reel tape deck. We're just going to record something and we'll play it back. We'll see how it sounds. I got this deck from the original owner's granddaughter. When I got it, I brought it home. I cleaned all the pots and switches. I cleaned and demagged the heads. Everything on this deck seems to work good. Both VU meters work, all the lights work, all the inputs and outputs work. All the transport functions work. It plays and records great. The counter works. It's in really good cosmetic condition. Like all vintage reel-to-reels, I recommend at some point it be looked over by, a technician, but everything seems to be, working, like it should. And most importantly, it sounds great. It plays and records wonderfully. One of the things I like about this deck compared to other 7-inch decks, and it's why I consider this probably to be the best or one of the best 7-inch decks ever made, is that it records and plays in both directions. So it records and plays in forward and in reverse. It's a 6-head deck. Yeah, these are really well made, and they share a lot of the same parts as the X-2000R and the X-1000R. So yeah, they're really well made and they sound wonderful. It comes with DBX noise reduction if you want. That lights up, which is really cool. We're going to be recording without DBX and at 7.5 IPS. So let's record something, we'll play it back, and we'll see how it sounds.
Shoot my lady, I caught her messing around with another man. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your lady down. Hey Joe, shot your lady down, shot her downtown. Yes, I did a shot her, 'cause I caught my brother around, so I shot her downtown. She gave me a gun, I shot her.
All right, so what we're listening to right now is actually what's being recorded on tape. If you hit this button right here, that's what's coming in from the CD player. So let's jog back and forth between the two, see if we hear much of a difference. Maybe a little bit of high-end loss. That's probably due to this being an old tape, but it sounds wonderful. It really does. I'm going outside. Well, right, so let's go ahead and stop the tape. We'll stop the CD. We'll rewind it back to the 0 marker point. Brakes work really good. Let's play it back and we'll see how it sounds.
Hey Joe, wiggle that gun in your hand. Hey Joe, wiggle that gun in your hand. I'm on down to shoot my lady. Caught her messing around with another man. Hey, Joe, I heard you shout your lady down. Hey, Joe, Joe, I heard you shout your lady down.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. It really does. The little deck records and plays back wonderfully. So this is the pitch control. Pitch control works great. That's the pause function. Pause function works great. This is the auto reverse. Not sure if anything's on the other side of this tape. Oh, it is. And recorded at 3 3/4 IPS.
But I guess it's your responsibility. I understand he was your
I tested it for recording in both directions. Sounds just as good recording in this direction as it does in the other direction. So the auto reverse works. This is a DBX. The DBX works. You need to have that engaged in recording while in playback. So keep that in mind. You can't put the DBX on unless you recorded with DBX. That works good. Here's fast forward. Yeah, great deck. I mean, it really is. These decks are quality made decks and they've got great parts in them. They really do. I think this is probably my favorite 7-inch deck ever made. I mean, it really is. It's got every feature you would ever want, you know, in a professionally made deck. Fast forward works good. Brakes work good. This is rewind. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't had this deck professionally serviced. I always recommend that it, you know, decks be looked at eventually by someone who, you know, is a qualified technician. But, you know, for the most part, everything seems to be working really good. It fast forwards, it rewinds, it plays and records great. The auto reverse functions work. There's different modes you can have it in for this deck. And it sounds great. Even with used tape, it sounds really good. Let's see, it rewinds good. Brakes work good and rewind. Reel tables are in great condition. Heads are still factory aligned. Just a really great deck. I mean, these are, can't say it enough how well these are built. They really are. And this one was a find. It really is. You know, with all vintage decks, it's not in mint condition, but it certainly is in very good condition. I've seen, you know, these decks in much worse condition than this, but great deck, well taken care of. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Well, hey, Joe, where you got to now?